Hi, everyone. My name is Nishant Tomar, and I'm the chairman and CEO at DigsFact. And today we are here to talk about financial crime, like fraud and money laundering. So, if there is a financial institution in this room, you would relate to it. Uh, for fraudsters, they have to be right only once to call it a success, right? But for you guys, you must be right every single time when you are dealing with transactions to prevent that fraud. And so it really becomes a struggle. How do you balance your security with customer experience? Because if you have too many rigid rules, then the false positives start to creep up, right? And then if your rules are not sophisticated enough, then the smarter fraudsters can easily pass through them. And that's why we have been seeing the rise in fraud over the last few years, especially in the last 3 years as they started using AI. So, what's really behind the rise in fraud? Um, Obviously, there's a lot of reasons, but two primary reasons that are contributing to it. Um, First one, leveraging stolen IDs. Your ID, my ID, everything is out there on the dark web. So it's very easily accessible and affordable for the fraudsters. Second, now they're using AI to attack, which means they can be much more faster and they can target a financial institution multiple times, 300, 500,000, until they can get all the set of rules and then bypass those rules with a single final attempt to get inside. And that's where our solution comes into the picture. The PreCogs, basically it's, your AI powered Avenger to fight fraud and money laundering. So, why do you care about this? The key value proposition that we bring to the table, it all starts with balancing security and customer experience. We are able to decrease both the fraud losses by over 85%, and we are able to reduce your cost of manual reviews that goes into reviewing those false positives by over 70%. Together with that, obviously, there's other side benefits. The main one is reducing your regulatory and compliance risks. We use explainable AI for audit-ready transparency. And then our agentic AI approach allows you to deploy or leverage something that is thinking like a fraudster, but at machine speed and trying to stay one step ahead of them. So, what are some of our key features and differentiators, and why should you augment your existing fraud solutions with ours? Most of the existing fraud solutions are gonna let the fraudster go through once the login ID has been validated, the authentications have been passed, the biometrics matches, right? Whatever checks and balances are in place, if all of them pass, then they are able to go through. In our case, we use behavior anomalies. So it's not so easy for them to just go through just because the ID match. It's not only for online transactions. Our solution actually works for even check fraud. So computer vision based techniques validate signatures and names and handwriting and all that. Well, guess what? Using AI, they can be easily mimicked. In our case, looking at the behavior anomalies, we can easily catch check fraud in addition to whatever system you have in place using computer vision. Another cool thing we use to stay ahead of the fraudsters is something called generative adversarial network. This predicts new crime patterns that haven't even emerged yet and trains itself to to be able to catch those frauds when and if it does emerge. And then the fourth most important differentiator is our use of agentic AI to deploy agents to automate a ton of tasks with human in the loop as and where needed. So, key takeaway, you're not only improving the frauds that have been detected in the past, with much better rules and protection in place, but you're also able to predict what new crime patterns may come in the future. What we've achieved so far, well, we have partnered with Equifax through FinTech Sandbox to collaborate on the fraud prevention. Currently, we are processing more than 25 million transactions per day, and that is obviously growing every day, every week. Last year, we saved around $2.8 million in median losses for our customer. And on average, we are able to reduce cost of manual reviews by over 70%. We do get asked about our TPS, so we do have some metrics around that as well. So far, we have been able to process 5,500 transactions per second at peak time. That's not our cap. That's just data point letting you know that's what has happened so far. We can handle much higher TPS. So our ask from you guys, we want to collaborate with you. We want to do POCs to show you these metrics for yourself. And of course, we're also looking for partnership where you may want to improve and augment your current fraud solution with the PreCogs to reduce both fraud losses and the false positives. And with that, I would like to thank you all so much, and I'm happy to take questions.